So as it was, we were in Birmingham, England for the NEC Toy Fair, and we got there a couple days early because of the train strikes. So we decided to hit ACME Toys, or at least I did. Not one day, but two. I recorded on the second day. I think I was over the initial shock of how awesome this shop is. But Peter runs an amazing store. So Biker Scout and VTR Dave, we loaded up and off to ACME Toys we went on Saturday. And as soon as we open up the door, inside is Travels with Jason, and he's on the hunt as well. So it was just awesome to see another friendly face in there, and we immediately just started to dig in.
All right, we're with VTR Dave and Biker Scout, and we're going into ACME Toys.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Let's see what we find. Layers upon layers. VTR Dave?
Hello.
I didn't know you were here. Travels with Jason? Biker Scout? All the cool kids are here. Packed up for the NEC tomorrow, but we're hunting today as well. Lovely.
So I think I made it in like a step or two into the store, and immediately on my left was some awesome Bond diecast by Corgi, and I could not pass it up. Yep, it's Moonraker from 1979. And it does indeed have the evil satellite inside. So it is complete. And so not only did I pick up the shuttle, but of course I had to grab Drax's helicopter that Dr. Goodhead flies Bond in, if you recall, to the training facility. How cool is that? In great shape. It's supposed to have a couple missiles there, but obviously lost to the ravages of time long ago. But very, very nice stickers on that baby. Now this shop that Peter runs is packed. I mean, as you can see, there are layers upon layers of toys. And again, this is my second day there. And I didn't do it justice the first day. But Peter, that runs it, he's like, I see you're a Bond guy, eh? And I'm like, you know it. And he goes, and you like the helicopters? And I'm like, uh-huh. So he's getting ready for the NEC, so he's packing up things to take to the show on Sunday. But he opens the crate and allows me to peruse its contents and make more purchases. So the Pete pile grew, and I picked up the helicopter from The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977. I remember going to the theater to see this. I think this was my first Bond movie that my dad took us to, and I was just blown away. You know, Stromberg and the undersea bad guy lair and Jaws, and of course the underwater car, which I have. I have the Corgi Jr., but Peter also had the Corgi Jr. Stromberg helicopter. Yeah, baby. So I got the 2-pack set here in the States immediately after seeing the movie. You know, we went shopping, and of course I was, can I get it? And so I got the Lotus submarine car and the Corgi helicopter, or Corgi Jr. helicopter. And so this one's just in great shape, or nick, as you say. And I'm going to be pleased to add that to my collection. And speaking of the Lotus submarine, oh yeah, it's the Corgi boxed Lotus. It did have 2 tiny little red missiles with it. There was a sprue in there where multiple missiles came with it. So the sprue's still there. I think the missiles are still somewhere in our luggage. I think they rattled out, but I could not pass that up, and Peter gave me a heck of a deal, you know, as the pile was growing. Just so cool. On the back it shows you the shooting locations for the movie, but that epic scene where it goes into the drink to escape. Ah, so good. So next up, I found some awesome British sci-fi from 1978 through 1981. There were 4 seasons of Blake 7, and I give you The Liberator. This was manufactured by the BBC. But what a great find. And yes, it even has all the tips on the back. Oh, there we go. Use my black shirt. It's in great shape, and I love this show. If you haven't checked out Blake 7, do yourself a favor. If you're a sci-fi nut, you will thank me. Great, great show. Now, staying in that sci-fi lane, and more importantly, the British sci-fi lane, I ran into, yep, it's Sid from the show UFO that was created by Jerry Anderson, and his wife Sylvia Anderson did all the costumes for it. But you've got the space intercept detector, Sid orbiting secretly above the Earth, waiting to find those pesky UFOs. And if that wasn't enough, you know, we had to be protected. So we had a secret base on the moon. That was all part of the UFO hush hush. But we had an interceptor tipped with a nuclear missile of all things. Oh yeah, it was 1970 sci-fi, so why not just have nuclear weapons in space? Now what's really cool, I just learned about this, is you could put one of the caps from a cap gun roll in there, put your missile in there, and then when you pulled back on the it would make, you know, the cracking noise like it was being launched. So very cool. Now this is made by Dinky, and there were lots of variations on this as I've researched. Different color treads, orange and red, different color pilots, different windscreen colors, different missiles, engines, you name it. They produced this from, I think it was early 70s on into like 1980. So there were a lot of versions made of the Interceptor. But another one of my favorite British sci-fi series. Sadly, only one season, so it's an easy watch. You can kind of slam it out in a weekend, but I highly recommend it. As you can see, like I said, this store that Peter has, it's layered and layered. I ended up digging and finding an old train, a Hornsby train engine for my dad. I've already gifted that to him since we're back, and he has added that to his collection. As you know, he's a big model railroader. But I found this Corgi Incredible Hulk with the Hulk. And of course, he's busting out of the cage. He is loose. You can pull him out if you wrangle him the right way. But I couldn't pass it up. I know Tony at Analog, he got one from our good buddy Keith, an awesome Cockney, and I just couldn't pass it up. Oh yeah, me likey. Now as you can see in the back corner, there's all kinds of Action Man goodness. I mean, there's the Escape from Colditz play set that's there for several hundred quid. Nice wall of Action Man, so you know I couldn't help myself. I got an SAS, a squad leader, last year with the help of Alan Dawson at Leicester Vintage Toys, so I dove in. Waka waka. Yes, I got the Action Sailor. This is a reproduction box. This is, it says so right there. But I love that it has all the Palitoy information on there. It talks about the Bakelite Company, the Hassenfeld brothers. You know, that's just some great Palitoy toy history to know and have on a box. So I'm going to happily add that to my other Action Sailor box, which is also a reproduction. But who can pass up that killer artwork? I also picked up from 2008 this awesome accessory set for the diver. There's the famous rubber suit, and it is already reacting to the 2008 bubble plastic and getting a little melt on, which is kind of frightening, but he gave me a great price on this, and I just, again, love it for the artwork and the displayability having this card back. So happy to add this to the scuba shelf. Now, last but not least, I picked up the Deluxe Box Field Commander, and he is in there. Let me pop the top on this baby. Of course, it says the Golden Award of Retailers. It's got that award sticker on there. But inside, oh baby, check that out. There he is. Now it is missing one of the other records that play, and if you're not familiar with this type of technology, you might know it from here with Kenner and the Star Wars Sears troop transport that had a similar featured record player inside it. So this is Palitoy using that tech. since they were a sister company. And it is inside that little pack is the teeny tiny record player. I do need to restore it to get it to work. It's needing a little help on the motor, and we'll get it going. But isn't that great? Oh yeah. All in all, we had a great time there. And again, I'd like to thank Peter. And you run an amazing store, sir. ACME Toys. If you're in Birmingham, England, you need to stop on by. It is well worth the time and effort. Now, we had a great time hanging out with the fellas, Dario, aka Biker Scout, VTR Dave, Jason, and myself. We just, palled around for a couple hours. I even had my first Iron Brew next door. I'm thinking of you, Baz. And it was so good. Now I know why you can get addicted to the old Iron Brew. But after we slammed that, we grabbed a little Mickey D's on the way back to the hotel because people were starting to arrive in earnest for the NEC weekend, and we wanted to be there to be able to welcome everybody and have beers and start the festivities. So join us on the next one from Chasing 80s Toys, won't you?